Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Bushnell Prairie City High School, as we're here for a little more practice with the live timing, scoring, and everything else that we've got going on here for TSSR Game Time Live. I want to welcome everybody. We've got Coach Snyder and Coach Martin out on the floor with the boys basketball team right now. A couple kids trying to put the ball down and dunk a little bit, actually. I don't know. Not going so well so far. They can get there, but they haven't put one down yet. So we'll see how that goes throughout the year. But we do have, I think, the cameras matched up a little bit better. I have Hannah running the main camera, which is the one we're on now, and Miles is down running the other camera. Jason, you want to put the headset on Miles so he can hear what I'm talking about? So basically how this will work, everybody, is the person that's running the main camera, which Hannah is showing right now, will just follow back and forth, left and right, as the ball goes up and down the floor in general. Miles will try to zoom in on a player or two as we go along, and we'll use that to talk about specific players or whatever the case may be. So, Miles, if you want to just kind of follow the ball a little bit, zoom in a little bit from wide out, as we're going to try to go up and down the floor a little bit here with the basketball team, do a little practice. As you can see, we have our scoring and fouls and timeouts on the board, and we'll have all that going once we start. You can see it's already set up for A-Town Tornadoes and Spartans, who will be the first game. And that is a girls' game on Tuesday, I've had clarified now. I had everything mixed up. So this girls' game on Tuesday will be our first game. So we're just showing a little bit of practice here. As I said, we want to talk with Miles as following the ball a little bit, so we'll be able to zoom in a little bit with him as he follows a specific player, or as we're talking about as we go here. Is a shot on the way. Looks like one of the Hensley boys with the rebound, and he lost it, gets it back, so now it's going to be inbounded and brought down the floor. As Miles is going to zoom out a little bit to take a little practice on that camera. It's a lot harder to stay up with everybody as they come down the floor. Now we'll switch back to Hannah's camera, and that's how we'll do it as we go through. We did test the mobile camera today as well, and it did work. We just need one piece of equipment, and we'll be able to have the mobile camera working also. So not sure if we'll be able to get that here by Tuesday, but we will sure try our best to get it here by Tuesday, as they're going to do a little switch here and get a few new players in, a few players out. They do have the entire team minus 4 or 5 people. Actually, I guess there's 6 sitting on the bench, 16 players in the gym today doing practice. You can see everybody will be wearing masks while they play here in IHSA basketball. Got blue and gray, the turnover there, and it'll go back the other way. We'll see what Miles is looking at now as we quick back and forth to him, and a basket down at the other end really quick. First time Miles has ran the Zoom camera, so it is a little bit of a change. So he's doing a good job of keeping up. If he can get down the floor to number 35, down defensively in the blue shirt, he's going to be down there looking for a rebound, and it went over his head that time. Now it's coming back the other way. We'll go back to Hannah's camera for a second. We've worked a little bit on the color. I don't know if it's exactly perfect yet. It's a nice three-pointer. I don't know if it's been exactly perfect yet, but it has been working. So we'll, Hannah, if you want to set that camera down for a second, do you want to go try the big camera? We'll just set that one down. And Miles, you want to change cameras? Make sure you take the headset off and let her have that. We are going to have some high school kids help us throughout the time. I don't know if it's going to be Hannah and Miles, but it might be Hannah and Miles. So Miles is going to pick up, yep, that one, bud. Miles is going to pick that one up. Tilt it down a little bit, bud. Right there. There you go. That's the angle you need. We'll see what Hannah is doing with the zoom. Hannah, if you can, let's say I'm going to start talking about Coach Snyder. If you want to pan the camera over to Coach Snyder and just zoom in on him, that's what we'll do if we want to start talking about what Coach Snyder's doing at a given time or whatever. Of course, the people will be at the bench. We may talk about what's going on at the bench at a given time. Coach Martin is coaching the fresh soft team. Coach Snyder, obviously, the varsity team. We get the zoom back out, Hannah, and we'll start talking about Sam Hensley, as he's down underneath the basket, I think, right now. If I got with the Hensley boys, it's hard to tell them apart when they're got masks on. Went back the other way, and we'll zoom in on, see what Hannah's looking at now. Down low the ball goes and blocked, and it's going to go back the other direction. Right to the hoop, nobody stops, and nobody stops the ball, and he'll go in for layup, but he did miss it, so we'll go back the other direction. We'll see what Miles is looking at. So that's what basic information is going to look like. We may have our third camera ready for the first game. I'm not positive yet, as I said, but we will work hard to do that. I want to thank Hensley Grain for coming on board and helping us as our first sponsor to officially come on board. So I want to thank them for that. And we'll be working for some sponsors to help pay for some of the equipment we've got so far and to help bring all the contests to everybody from home. And we will try to do a few road games where it allows. I'm not sure that it's going to allow us much with COVID as it is, but we will try to do some of that as we come along. So I want to thank my brother Jason for helping. And I want to thank Hannah and Miles for coming out today and helping as well. And they're just about done with practice, I think. So we will call this short. Looks like we're just about ready for our first broadcast on, again, Tuesday night, the 9th. It is a girls' game, I do believe, and it'll be here at the high school. And then we'll be back on the 12th. And we'll go from there. As we'll take one more look and see what Hannah has zoomed in on. And Hannah, if you can zoom in a little bit more on, just pick a player and kind of follow them around a little bit. Don't follow, yeah, exactly like that. Don't follow the ball necessarily. Just pick a player and run with them. Looks like that's Regal there, right, that we're following now. So that's what we'll do throughout the contest. But thanks, everybody, for watching. Hopefully you're looking forward to this as much as we are. And we will be back on Tuesday night with our first contest. As I said, there was a junior high game scheduled for the 8th. I believe it got rescheduled to either the 13th or the 22nd. There was a couple games rescheduled already. So if you had a printed schedule before, let's say, last Wednesday or Thursday, it's probably changed a little bit. So make sure you check on that with your kids or the school or whatever the case may be. So until next time, well, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll be here Tuesday night with our first game here on TSSR Game Time Live.